I just shot a nigga, caught a case. Now I'm in the club with 100K. I got another 100 in the safe. I fucked you unless you want to stay. Whoa!
Yo, what up, everybody? It's your man, Chuck Creekmur, aka Jigsaw, here at AllHipHop.com. We are here with my man Benzino. Zeno the Great, Boston's finest. But you the world now. You're not just Boston anymore. You everywhere now.
Seemed like that, man, but it's definitely a blessing. Yeah, you know. Yeah. I think my top Google search is like in Lithuania. That's crazy, right?
Oh, that's crazy.
Shout out to Lithuania.
Shout out to Lithuania. That's crazy. So I had put a couple days ago when we were going to do this interview, I put up there that we were going to do this interview, and you know how the comments go. Comments can be crazy, but somebody asked why, and I said, okay, well, let me ask you. So why are we talking today?
You know, man, I've been in this game for a long time, man, Chuck. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people now, especially on the internet, can be cruel. So, you know, a lot of people just want to troll, but you know, like I don't like to pull my own shit, but you know, my resume is pretty deep. You know, a few of the things is I definitely started out as a DJ back in the day, so I understand the whole thing of DJing. And you know, I started hip hop when the 5 elements of hip hop meant something, which are, Chuck, you know the 5 elements.
You not have to. You don't have to do that. You already know.
But you know, like breakdancing, it was started as 4, but we had to fashion it. But breakdancing, graffiti, rapping, and DJing, and then of course fashion came kind of a little bit later. But those are the 5 elements. So I've been rapping for a long time. I've produced a couple of well-known songs. With the Hangman 3, rest in peace to JB. Shout out to my lifelong brother Jeff 2 times. And you know, I don't know if you noticed, but we produced the intro on Now Is a Stillmatic. That's like our biggest track to date.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then the Source Magazine, 18 years of that.
Yep.
About 10, almost 10 years of Hip Hop Weekly. And man, you know, I had a hit record with Rock the Party, and my daughter's a big star. My son actually had a song. He's still rapping, Chavo. He actually had his deal when he was 9 years old on Universal. So really, both my kids have had major deals. Yeah, so you know, I've been on TV, 9 different reality shows, a bunch of Tubi movies. So when somebody asks you why would you interview him, it's only because of the hate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I earned mine for real.
Yeah, man, no doubt. So let's start off with, since you mentioned Coi Leray, let's talk about her a little bit. What's y'all's relationship, and why is there so much friction between y'all? At least what we see as friction.
Well, you know, I would say, especially speaking to other dads a lot now, since I'm like the poster dad for daughter and daddy issues. Like it's like all of a sudden I became the poster guy for daddy and daughter issues. But I have 3 boys and a girl. Coy's my only daughter. You know, I would assume that our relationship is a lot like a lot of fathers and daughters. You know, it goes up, it goes down, you know, depending on how they're feeling. You know, I raised my daughter. I was there every step of the way.
Okay, that's important to note. You were there every step of the way.
Every step of the way, and I just wouldn't say that if I wasn't.
Has she said? If I don't follow this stuff closely, I'm not going to lie. But I remember her saying at one point you weren't there all the time. Or
yeah, I mean, let's think about it. So I was with her mother until she was 9. When me and her mom broke up, probably till she was 16. She was with me at least 5 months out the year.
Okay.
You know, the whole summer holiday. She's lived with me a couple of times in Atlanta and Miami. I've definitely took care of her the whole time, and took care of her and her brothers. 2 of them who which aren't mine, 1 is mine. But you know, yeah, you know, I mean, by the time they're 16, you know, it's not necessarily they want to hang out with dad anymore anyways. That's all daughters, you know, it don't matter. So yeah, I just think a lot of stuff that had been said and that has been in the interviews is I've kind of got, you know, in my eyes, sometimes the wrong end of the stick. But it is what it is. I don't try to get on here and defend myself. I know it's true, and the people who was actually there know it's true. So that's, I love her. She's doing her thing. I'm proud of her, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Did you teach her to rap?
Well, she's been in studio. She's been in studios her whole life. You know, like my kids grew up around studios their entire life, and with me. Like I was always in a studio, a major studio out there, or studio in the house. I mean, there was a studio everywhere at all times. So I've done a couple of songs on Coi and a few videos. Her coming up, but it was mostly like, clean stuff, and then when, Coi got of age and she made the decision to start doing, how do you call it, uncut rap, then, that's when I kind of had to fall back a little bit, because it's hard for the daughter to, listen to a whole bunch of rap. I mean, for the father to listen to, rap like that coming from his daughter. So
yeah, it's tough. That's tough. I have to agree.
Yeah. A lot of people don't understand how tough it really is. I mean, of course you want to support them, and I do support it, but certain music, it's going to be hard if you have any type of morals or integrity as a father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's, because that's your baby girl. So,
Yeah, it's hard to even say, it's hard to even comment on it. You know what I mean? Because then you get that side too. You know what I'm saying? So if you say
it's not easy. It's not easy.
You said your sons rap? They rap? One of them?
Yeah, Ray got a deal when he was 9 years old with Big Pun's son. Rest in peace,
okay.
Big Punisher. Yeah, with Chris. There was 9. Jimmy Iovine gave him a deal, huge deal, called 3 Down. There was another singer out of Massachusetts, out of Boston, called Lil James. Okay. And the group was formed.
That's
Benny Boom shot the first video in New York. Okay. It was like we redid the Bronx Tale.
Okay, got you.
Yeah,
that's kind of ironic, considering you don't really get along, or used to not get along with Jimmy Iovine.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
But people don't know, before the whole Eminem situation, Jimmy gave us a deal called No Skits Volume 1. I was on Interscope. We had my production team, Hangman 3, we had a kind of like a compilation deal. And then he gave Ray a huge deal. Ray and Chris, the group, a big deal. Right. And yeah. Plus, we was doing business with Jimmy. He was doing a lot of advertising with Source magazine and stuff.
Yeah. Where do you stand with Eminem right now? I know that you had something when Coi Leray said something about M, gave him some big ups. but before that, you had kind of laid that to rest. Where are we now with it?
It's anything as far as the situation with Eminem happened so long ago, and of course you guys know. I mean, you guys covered it. It happened so long ago that the only thing that keeps things going is Eminem's fans. It's all these guys in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Like, hip hop is cool, but I think his fan base is just a little bit too erratic. They're just too extra with it, and I don't know if that's because they feel like they're being left out of the culture, or I don't know what it is, but it's like, it's cool to be a fan of somebody, but to be obsessed as they are and talk as much shit as they do, it gets to the point where it's like, and a lot of them be grown ass men, you know what I'm saying? You'd be like, damn, you going that hard. Yeah. I hope you go that hard for your wife. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like me and him. It ain't like he's talking shit. I know he said some shit with when the MSG beef was going on, and he was like, die, motherfucker, die. So I guess he's pissed off, but I honestly, like, it doesn't really come into affect my everyday life of Benzino. So it's not like it bothers me. It's only if I'm on social media, and it used to. Now I really don't care, because I understand that's what they do. That's their life. You gotta let them have it. It's just his fan base. His fan base are crazy for no reason.
Now, when that whole thing first popped off, now I know y'all had a personal beef. Or
it wasn't. Listen, it really wasn't. I never met him in person.
Okay.
Chuck, I mean, it's crazy because I never met M in person, man. Like, personal beef is like, you physically hurt somebody I love to try to hurt me physically.
Right.
And that was never the case, ever. So I constantly am in Detroit. I got a lot of family and friends, and I came up, with some guys called the YBI back in the day. So I know some real solid people in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? So him, as far as like personal, and not necessarily wasn't personal because it was just only on music,
Yeah.
To me anyway.
What I was saying though is dealing with media, right? So y'all kind of unearthed this old tape of M using the N-word. And as a person,
More words than that. More words than that.
What else? What else did he say? I mean, I'm not
Porch Monkey, Spook.
Okay.
It was it was called the Rap Racist Hour.
Okay. Boom. All right. So well, that goes even further. And again, this is not to bring up old stuff, but for me as a balance.
I'm gonna answer any question that comes to me, baby.
Okay. I'm going somewhere with this because with AllHipHop, there have been many times when we have come across things that may be undesired for people to see, and we might pass on it, right? Because of the relationship you might have with the artist, or this might not be a good look for the culture.
You keeping it 100, Chuck. Word.
Yeah.
Word.
And then some other media gets it. Some other media gets it, and then they break the story. It's a big deal.
Yeah,
we have to repost the break.
Right.
For y'all at that point, not only yourself, because you were hands-on at that time, but the editorial staff, everybody, like, how were y'all thinking about doing this at that time?
The editorial staff didn't even want to really be involved, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. But the situation, you gotta understand, the tape just came to us. His partners that did the tape with him came to us with it.
Okay, gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And so we didn't necessarily go out there, looking for a tape. We didn't even know it existed. They had been shopping this tape for over a year and trying to sell the tape for like $50,000 to like Murder Inc. I think they brought it to Irv Gotti almost 6 months before we even had it.
Okay.
These guys was his close friends.
Yeah.
And they had been shopping the tape, and they came up to the source office. And then Dave, I was in Puerto Rico. Dave called me. I flew up to the source and ended up negotiating, I think, $15,000 for the tape.
Got you. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a lot of. Well, that wasn't a lot of money for y'all back then. Not for the source.
No.
No money. Yeah, definitely not. Okay. All right. Cool. So we'll put that to rest. Do you think we need a hip hop Hall of Fame? How can we get a hip hop Hall of Fame? Or is
100%? Yes.
Yeah.
Just like we need another hip hop award show. We need, and this is what has to happen. See, it's the people that run it. See, I think me and Dave did a great job of doing the Source Awards because it was me and Dave. And it was our minds, and we made the final decisions.
Right.
It was that chemistry. So I think me and Dave need to come up with another hip hop award show. Number one. Number two, definitely. Number two, 100%, we need our own hip hop Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
100%. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame isn't going to represent us, the way we should be. Just like a lot of these award shows don't represent us because they have the wrong people running it. The people who are running have no idea, have no respect, have no knowledge, and doubt if they have a lot of love for the culture of hip hop. So
yeah,
we need the right people in place to make these things happen. It's not just making these things happen, because you could have the Hip Hop Hall of Fame run by the wrong people, and that shit'll be like useless. Same thing with award shows. You have a lot of these award shows that are run by the wrong people, and these award shows come out terrible. So, me and Dave Mays were the architects and put the blueprint out there for all these hip hop award shows, including BET. They just followed our blueprint. And, I don't say that to throw shade, I say that proud.
Yeah.
We set the blueprint down, me and Dave Mays, for hip hop award shows.
Right.
And
are y'all cool now? Are y'all still cool?
I mean, in life, man, me and Dave done so many things, made so much money, and accomplished so many goals, and went through so many challenges that it was time that me and him just kind of split up. We've been around each other's lives over 20-something years, every day in each other's lives.
Yeah.
We went through the good, the bad, and the ugly together. So I just think it was time. He had gotten into a relationship. And finally, it was time for him to just kind of like focus on his relationships and also stuff that he wanted to do.
Yeah.
And the same thing for me. So, me personally, I'm gonna speak for me. I will never not be cool with Dave Mays.
Okay.
That's my brother, and I've made the most money and accomplished the more things I've ever had than anybody in my life with him. So, I will never not be cool with him. I just think sometimes in life, a separation is healthy.
Yeah. Far as you and your personal situation is kind of is all over the place.
It's always been.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But with social media, media period, TV, clicks, views, et cetera, things definitely have been amplified, through the way things are now. How do you first of all, do you get I don't know. Sometimes I feel like sometimes people enjoy it or they get off on it or it's a drug.
Of course they do.
Yeah. How is that for you?
I mean, I'm a work in progress. Even at 56, I'll be 57 next month, depending on when y'all drop the interview. But I'm a work in progress, man, especially with my temper and my attitude. And I've made great progress, even now. This last bombardment of old videos was crazy because it all happened at the same time. It seemed like it was like a calculated effort to really undermine who I am again and again and again. But let me tell you the key and the secret of why they can't bury me.
Okay.
Because they've been trying for a long time. It's only made me stronger. I'm more famous than I've ever been right now.
Right.
Like when I go outside, I get mobbed by every generation, by grandma all the way down to the 9-year-old little girl, to the dude who just got out of jail, to the auntie. Everybody loved Benzino, but the key is you always stay grounded and humble and always stay with the hood. Right. If you always show love to the hood sincerely and always understand where you come from and that you're not better than nobody, you just a representative of them, of struggle, of the mud, then you can't be canceled. You can't be buried. Right. They can't put no nails in your coffin because the hood accepts you for who you are. Right. I mean, other than a rapist or a molester, there's certain things, but on the most part, I've always showed love to the hood, even to now. And I'm talking like the little gas station in the hood that nobody would go to. And I just pop up there and pull over, get gas, go in there. Benzino's that what? Oh man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you can't be scared of your own people. You can't be, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to know, like, you're a part of this. So there's no, like, I've never had security. I've never had no reason. I think sometimes when I do a lot of my hostings and walkthroughs, securities are the reasons that flare shit up. So anytime I go to walkthroughs, these big dudes, I'm cool, bro, I'm good. And I just go in there by myself. Man. I'm just a dude from Four Corners, Roxbury, Massachusetts, man. Academy Homes Projects, Four Corners. And I'm no different than nobody else. And I've been through hell. Shit, I probably got like lifelong pass to hell. I choose not to go though. I choose not to use it. You know what I'm saying? I'm with God. You know what I'm saying, Chuck? But honestly, like, I've been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I just stay to me. I don't buy into the whole celebrity thing. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's good that people want to take pictures. It's a blessing that someone wants to take a picture of me at my age. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I soak it all in, man. Like, so when people on the internet, I believe that don't exist. The shit that's on this, I believe the comments and all that shit don't even exist, good or bad now. I used to like love the good ones and hate the bad ones, but now it's like, if they love me, then they love me. If they don't, then it's only, it's, if they don't, then they don't want to. Right. Because I've done nothing for them not to. They can judge me, but all the shit that comes out of here doesn't even exist no more. It's all about out here. Me and my girl were just running around Piedmont Park on little scooters today. And it's just like, wherever I go, I've never ever had a problem with anybody. Like, yo, fuck you, Benzino. Like all that shit that they say on the internet, it's never, ever, ever. I'm telling you, never like that. It's always like extra love, like wow, like crazy.
Yeah, I always tell people the reason why AllHipHop was different than the other websites was that we were outside. And
y'all was outside getting the interviews, going to the spots. Y'all was going to get it, and that's what. And the fact, see, I got a great deal of respect for you guys, and it's not because I've known you since day one. And what people don't understand that the reason the Source took its fall was because Dave was really ahead of his time. Like he was trying to do the AllHipHop for Source in the '90s. It just was too early, and it crashed. We ended up owning a lot of money from the loan that we took out for the .com. But you guys were there. Everything is things is time, and timing is God. So it's about timing, and y'all's timing was right. But what I really, really respect about you guys is y'all's consistency. And with all the .coms that came, because we know you guys was the first, it was the consistency, and it was able to still bang out with the best. And I want to salute you guys for that, for you and Grouchy, because like I said, I've known y'all the whole 24 years y'all been up.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? Yeah. And then for me to go on to write for the Source was crazy too. I think Kim Osorio, y'all appointed Kim Osorio. Y'all should get a little more credit for that, because Kim was the first editor-in-chief, female editor-in-chief of the Source, which was huge.
And you know who did that, right? I'm the one that made Kim the editor-in-chief. Dave's my partner, but I definitely get credit for that. Like I made her the first female. I felt like she had been there putting her years in, and it was time. But I'm the one that did that. So I should get credit for that. But also, you don't remember this. So when Kim sued us, the one thing she won on, she didn't win on sexual harassment. And me and Kim are cool now, by the way. Super cool. When you go on Clubhouse, it says nominated by Kim Osorio.
Okay.
I like that. So yeah. She put me on Clubhouse. So it was because of the interview I did with you guys saying that she tried to blackmail us. And that's where she won $1 million just from that interview. Did you know that?
I know that because
that was brought up. It was brought up in federal court.
I know. I found out because the writer, I think, appeared in court. Right? Am I correct?
Yes. Bro. I'm sitting in federal court talking about sexual relationships with all kind of celebrities and all kind of shit. And it was a lady judge. I'll never forget. That was the most craziest fucking trial I've ever been, because my whole thing was who I was sleeping with.
Yeah.
And they brought up every single celebrity, every woman, every chick at the office.
Right.
It was crazy, but she lost on sexual harassment and went on defamation.
Got you.
Ain't that something? It was because of the AllHipHop thing.
I know.
We had insurance. She ended up getting $1 million. We had insurance, and insurance paid it.
Okay, got you. Wow, that's crazy. See, I didn't actually know all that, because they were, well, I ain't even gonna tell you. Know what? I'll tell you. They were subpoenaing, they were hitting us.
I know.
And we didn't want no parts of it. I can't lie. Like I felt like, it was what was done. You know what I'm saying? But
listen. I'm surprised y'all didn't get subpoenaed when that RICO thing was going on with me. When they interviewed all the source staff. They interviewed over 160 people when they was investigating me. Yeah.
I saw that in, I think it was GQ magazine.
Yes.
They started with that.
Yes. Yeah. My brother. Where can I get that article, G?
Huh?
Chuck, where can I get that article?
I'm gonna try to find it for you. I don't know.
Please, man. Please, bro. Please.
Okay. All right. Cool. We gonna, because I remember
that RICO.
Yeah, the RICO.
That RICO. They tried to hit me with that first.
Yeah, but you escaped the RICO. You got out of the RICO.
Is that out of the RICO?
Yeah.
Yes. And then they hit me with the tax evasion.
Got it.
Then I took that to trial. An all-white jury, 2 white, Indian alternate, and I ended up not guilty because they wired our accountant for 8 months against me up there. He was working for 5 years. They wired him up 8 months. Ain't that some shit?
That's crazy.
We paying this cat $175,000 a year in a car allowance, and he's wearing a wire on me to get me locked up.
That's crazy.
Oh man, Chuck.
You're crazy life, bro. You're crazy.
Crazy.
Now, are we able to talk about what's going to happen next week? Can we discuss that?
Yeah. I talked to you. I got to tell myself. Well, again, when you put it on, but I got to turn myself in because there was a video going on with Althea. I don't know if you've seen it. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it.
A video with me, and I was kind of arguing with the guy she was with at the time, whatever. Long story short, the case was like 2 years ago, and somebody put that old video out.
Okay.
And it got me kind of arguing with him, and he kind of like, I can't say too much, but anyways, long story short, I got locked up that day, and I was supposed to make a Zoom call meeting in court that I didn't make. I remember I had COVID at the time, but long story short, though, there was a warrant that I didn't even know that was out, so I have to turn myself in on Monday.
Okay, all right. So it's,
yeah, to the fugitive squad.
Okay, so this because you missed a court date, not because
yes, because I missed a court date. Yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty.
But if they'll hold you up to a couple of months up in here for shit like that. So that's why I'm trying to cross all my T's and dot my I's before I go in, because I got a fight on June 11th. I can't be locked up. I already signed contracts and everything. So
I got you. Okay. I want to talk about, now this is a little touchy, but it's out there. The whole trans thing. What is your perspective on that? Like,
I mean, it ain't touchy to me because I ain't never touched one. So again, it might be touchy to somebody else, but I never even met that person. I don't even want to say his name because it's kind of old now, but I never even, and he ended up admitting it. After he tried to play it to lead people on and say that we was in a relationship, I was trying to hide him, blah, 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 blah. We never even met in person. He finally admitted that. And, listen, the emotions was super mixed, a lot of anger, disappointment, because, I was shooting a movie that's on Tubi called False Advertisement. And the guy was shooting the movie too, but I was never in the scenes. We never filmed together. But he got my number from the director. The director's name is Cricket, and because it was his movie and Duchess of Black Ink. Okay. So I guess he wanted to rent the Crab Trap. He was inquiring about the Crab Trap. And, Cricket told me he was going to call. And at the time I was just like, I had never communicated with a transgender. Gay men I have, but not transgenders, communicated, So this was all new to me. When I got on the phone, the first conversation was strictly about, that he was on Love and Hip Hop, and he knew a couple of friends of mine that was on there, and I was like, that's great. And, it's kicking, everything was cool, I was a lot more like, nervous. I ain't gonna at front, I didn't know what to expect, but after just talking to him, it was a regular conversation. And he started talking about the Crab Trap. He offered to go to lunch. And I was like, no, I can't do that, because I'm just not, I can't be doing that because, I'm not used to all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what people are gonna think.
Right.
Althea found out I had the conversation, which the conversation was nothing. She put it out there 2 years ago, a long time ago. And then I guess it didn't grab, nobody paid attention to it. And then all of a sudden, the dude was the second conversation. After Althea found out that they had the second conversation, it was like, yo, like, you got to understand, because there was more of the conversation, like, yo, we could still be cool. And I'm like, no, we can't, because I'm not used to this. And I'm not trying to be mean, like, like I could have been real mean and nasty, but I'm trying to be cool and respect because of the movie and Cricket and everything. And that was the conversation you heard me say, look, I'm not used to this. Like my guys ain't gonna like this. Even my dad wouldn't like this. I'm trying to be nice and explain it.
Yeah.
So that's what got, turned around to, we was in a relationship and all this other shit. Again, I had knew that nothing, I never even met the person. I've never been with no gay person or transgender. Teach their own, I haven't. I love women, the female vagina, one that God gave.
Oh, okay, my fault. As opposed to
the natural, the El Natural, what I'm saying? El Natural, I mean?
Yeah.
With the right pH balances. Right pH balances.
And you in trouble. So I have
no. See, that's where you're wrong, because after what that person did, then all that get in trouble shit gets thrown out the window. And I got so much support from the gay community because of that. And I found out so much more about the gay community because of this whole ordeal. I really found a lot of things out, which is good for me because, you know, the LGBTQ is here. You know, they're a part of our lives, but I found out that they're really a separate entity. Everybody thinks they're one big, I guess they can be, but they don't like each other within.
Yeah, I've noticed.
You know, gay guys don't like the transgenders, the bisexual women don't like, so the Bs don't like the Ls don't like, so, you know, whereas that before, I might have had to be careful on, but you don't have to, because if you show respect, you don't have to step on eggshells.
Right.
I show respect and love anyways. I got gay friends. I got a gay family member, but transgenders, I don't. And because that transgender did what they did, then I felt like all gloves are off and I could say what the fuck I want to say.
Yeah.
Respectfully or disrespectfully, because I'm straight and that means something too. And that has to be respected, and it wasn't. So I don't have to be careful. Motherfuckers gotta be careful with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
I have to acknowledge, because, you know, we're all learning as we go along, right? So you kept calling him, but usually the pronoun game is.
I don't listen. Everything is thrown out. Once that motherfucker did what he did to me, then yeah, we throwing everything out. And you know, now everybody knows he was lying. Switch the stories. Everybody knows we never even met. So, you know what I mean? Like, nah, ain't going for that. You know, but it got past this. And beyond, Chuck, a lot has happened positive since this, man. Like a lot.
Like what?
I've signed more. I mean, I'm gonna be doing my life story. Shout out to Reef and Flex. You know, they had a lot to do with the Venus and Serena situation with King Richard, and I watched them in their journey. But my life story is gonna be coming as a series and a book and a movie, and you know, they're the ones that's gonna be responsible for it. I just did a huge interview with Variety magazine.
Tell Variety to stay out of our culture, man.
Hey, I could not believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, Variety?
Right.
So, hey, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't going to turn that down, you know?
I have to start writing again, man, because they seem to be interested now. Back in the day, we had about 3 options: Vibe, The Source, and like Double XL.
It really was only one option, but hey, if you want to get the cut,
hey, I ain't gonna lie.
There's Coke, there's Pepsi, and there's Fago. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but we all know Coke is the, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I never wrote for Double XL, respectfully. You know, I just never did. And
come here, baby. Say hi to Chuck. Come here. Let me introduce you to him. It's a very good friend. Come here. No, come here. I want to introduce you to him. Just come here, girl. I want to introduce you to my friend for 24 years. Come here. Come over here, girl. Chuck, this is my fiance, Ashley. This is Chuck right here from AllHipHop.
Come on.
All right.
Dark skin chocolate sister. Come on, queen.
Yes.
Yeah. So when did you get engaged?
Man, it's like we've been messing around for almost a year and some change now. So you know, there's gonna be a big announcement coming up real soon. So you know what I'm saying.
Okay, you taping this? Is this a reality show? What are we doing?
I mean, you know, everything is reality, Chuck. You already know this. It's all content. People, you know, I got a lot of people that always come to me and say, I'm praying for you, because I've been on so many different reality shows that they followed my whole, especially my love life and my relationship life. And it's been rocky. So now, you know, I'm finally getting to a place of happiness and people are happy for me. So I got to show them that. I mean, they stood with me all the craziness. Now they should be able to see me happy.
So that's where you are now. You happy? You
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm real happy right now. I'm happy. I'm content. I'm in the best shape of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, God is good, man. I have nothing to complain about. And a lot of opportunities are opening. You know, since this last little situation ordeal, everybody that really, honestly, I was getting calls from everybody, and they're like, bro, we're with you. We know you ain't like that. And, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just was like, it really was, it felt good. It felt good, honestly.
Let's check a box real quick before I ask you about your, well, I ain't gonna say what I'm gonna ask you about, but the Cavario situation, the hotel situation.
Yeah, I wasn't doing too well at that time in my life. Out there, I had took my son he had just been born. She moved out to LA. You know, I wasn't doing too well with my finances. I ran out there, and you know, basically, I didn't have anywhere to stay. And then, you know, me and her didn't work out, so I had to come back. And, Cavario's like one of my best friends. And not just my best friends, but one of the most intelligent friends I have, intelligent. So, he was living in South Carolina at the time, I guess, and he drove down to pick me up. And we were staying in the hotels all that whole week. And I was taking care of a couple other things. I can't say too much because I don't want to fuck up Cavario, but I was, what I'm saying, my 1-2, you know what I mean? And I was staying in different hotels until I got myself an apartment. And I think about 2 weeks after you seen me at that situation, I got an apartment. I was at the Red Roof Inn, but I was using that family and friends Marriott plan for a minute, you know what I'm saying? the paper had just ran out, so you know what I'm saying? You had to go to the Red Roof. So that was like 4 years old, that video.
Oh, for real? Oh, okay.
Yeah, me and Cavario. And Cavario, Don Diva, hired him at the Source, hired him at Hip Hop Weekly, been my partner. Amazing book writer, just an amazing mind, man, a real street guy too. So, again, when all that shit about me and Cavario, it's again, just goofy shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I get it in out here in the streets. People don't understand, boy. Play with that boy Cavario you want to. You know what I'm saying? Play with that boy you want to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's
solid.
One of the other comments under the Facebook thing said something like that. Just what they said. I said, y'all must have forgot about Ray Benzino a little bit.
Yeah.
Y'all got jokes now.
But,
yeah.
But it's internet jokes. It would never come to me. So that's why I just leave it on. The internet is a different world. But yeah, and I don't say that to brag or whatever, but I came up 13 years old in the streets and was there for all of my life. So there's nothing that I ain't come across, or haven't happened. So, it's not too much that, jumps me, moves me, scares me. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm a pretty much, frontline guy in any situation. You know what I mean? I don't have to I got a bunch of guys in a lot of different cities that I'm sure I could but on the most part, I do my own thing if need be.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah.
You once upon actually, let me back up. I have to ask you this. Since you said you're in the best shape of your life,
yeah.
Most of us are trying to get in the best shape. But you did a video that reminded everybody of the D'Angelo video you know what I'm saying? No. My man, one of my best friends asked me about that video. What made you do that video? Is that how you got
at that point in my life, I had got down to almost zero body fat. The less percentage I've ever got. I had been dieting, fasting, and it was like I wanted to pull the trigger. And I always wanted to do that. That was like on my checklist, you know what I'm saying, on my bucket list. When I seen that video, I just seen how ladies love it. And I love the ladies, you know what I'm saying? So I was like 55 years old, you gotta understand. Yeah. And I felt like, I was like, you know what? I want to eat a cheeseburger tomorrow, so I better shoot this video tonight. And I shot the video, and I'm so proud. I'm be honest, I'm proud of myself. Like, yeah, when the video came out, I didn't care what anybody thought because I knew I was going to get that. But when I look at my body, I was like, because I'm never going to get that again. Even now, I've been training. I'm never going to get to that again because that was discipline. You have no idea what it took for that. 2 times a day, you have to work out. You barely eat. You cut out 75% of the things that you love to eat, and it was not easy. Yeah. So I got it done. It was almost like a photo shoot, but I said, well, let me just do the D'Angelo video and I can capture it all on that. And I really was proud of myself. Like, I'll be 65, 70, 75, and I can look back at that video and be like, shit, I did that at 55, not, D'Angelo did his at 28.
Yeah.
So, I want to show people that at 50, at over 50, it's not over. Yeah. I mean, honestly, it really isn't. And you got a lot of people out here, man. The hood is hard on us, man. The things we eat, the drugs, the sleep deprivation, the partying, and it's hard on our bodies, man. And Lord knows I've been out there, so it's not like I haven't been. I've been partying, and I've done my fair amount of stuff I probably shouldn't have been doing, but I've still managed. It's never too late, and you could still manage just to eat right and get yourself on a regimen and feel and look great, man. And, so I want to kind of promote that. A lot of people, I never forget I was in Memphis and I was a police officer I was like, oh man, my bad, I parked it wrong. He was like, no, you cool, Benzino. He said he came and whistled. He said, man, I want to tell you, man, you was my motivation to get in the gym. I lost over 50 pounds. I was like, wow, God bless you. Took a picture and everything. So
yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, you motivate too. I got a whole bunch of stuff over there, right over there. We
good shit.
Hitting that heavy bag soon.
Good shit. Yeah. I've been hitting the bag too. I actually messed my head up a little bit, so I think back. But my regimen lately been cardio, swimming, weightlifting, and boxing. And man, I feel really good, honestly. So June 11th, I'm gonna be fighting for the celebrity junior middleweight belts, for the middleweight belts. Okay. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Now you also recently released Zeno versus the Planet.
Yes, sir.
You had some words for folks in that joint. 50 Cent. You talked about some of the personal stuff. Also, Coi Leray got a mention. What made you do that song and send those shots out?
Two amazing producers by the name of Mike the Rock Man and Looney. I've been working with them since I've been in Atlanta, and they came up with this. It's you versus the planet. And I was like, man, they came up with the concept and everything. We just got in the studio, just got it done. And the response was dope. And it wasn't, usually when I do diss tracks, it's like, that's not to say it was a diss track, but when I do tracks like that, they're dark, they're mean, they're angry. This was just an up track. I just wanted to mention a few things. And when you listen to it, I really didn't take no shots at nobody. Yeah. So it was like a good track. You know what I'm saying? Because I still, when it comes to music, I still ain't lost it. Like I still got it. I probably don't get my flowers on the music because of the Eminem situation, but I got some bangers out there. You know what I'm saying? I got some bangers that I'm proud of, from the RSO to Made Men and from Benzino, Untouchables, Wise Guys. All my crews, man, all made dope music. Of course, the controversy always overshadowed it, but that was my fault, and I take responsibility. But I got some real good music coming out. Diego, the joint, Bender Blocks. I just shot a nigga, caught a case. Now I'm in the club with 100K. I got another 100 in the safe. I fucked you, and now she want to stay. Whoa! I bet the block about 100 days. I pulled up on you with 100Ks. Yeah, I still got it, Chuck. Believe that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got it. I said this to the Onyx the other day. I'm gonna say it to you.
Those are my guys. Those are my brothers.
Yeah,
Sticky and Fred Joe, I love them, man. Those are my guys. Shout out to them.
Absolutely. Legends. But I said, after this Buffalo shooting thing, when we gonna change some things up on the rhyming, man? When we gonna flip it, man? When we gonna, we gonna ever write songs that?
I was just on a conference call with Captain Dennis from the Nation of Islam. All praises due to Mr. Farrakhan, and we had Fat Joe, Chuck D, Eric B, Cam from the West Coast, and the topic was exactly what you're talking about. Making more music that's going to uplift and give knowledge, opposed to tear apart. And I understand it. I've been making street music that involve violence and drugs and women. And I get it, but there has to be a balance. It's not like a person's gonna just stop making that type of music. But like Tupac, you can do both. I think a lot of people feel like they can't make music with the message in it, or conscious music, because they feel like, well, I've been making so much unconscious music. Right. But you could do both, and Tupac should be a great example. Yeah. He did both. He talked about gangbanging, and then talked about Brandis having a baby and love your mother and, uplift your community. So I think people have to understand that when it comes to music, you can be creative and do different things. You don't have to be in a box. So I think as long as artists can give both, and then it's important for the DJs, to play both too. It's not just a one one-sided thing. DJs, guys who own major.coms. I mean, they have to play that music. They have to post it.
We do the balance now. That we do it too much. We do the balance so much. We done seen the other companies rise up and claim hip hop. Salute
to y'all, Chuck, man. Y'all honestly, again, I ain't saying this, man. Y'all Y'all are y'all are the best, man. When it comes to this shit, y'all was #1, and y'all have consistently stayed dope, man. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Let me think of here. So you we asked this to everybody, and I figure we gotta get yours too. Top 5 dead or alive. You can't include yourself. You come on, man.
How can you do top 5 and it's just thousands of dope artists? Like, I've been listening to music since the 70s, man.
Everybody has their favorite. You could say Melly Mel, bro. It's no, you know what I mean? Like, you could say.
You see, but it's hard to have a favorite because everybody's done it. There's a lot of people that have great catalogs of music, and just putting a top 5 it doesn't give the rest of them their props. Like, when I listen to music, so I would go work out for an hour and a half, listen to one song the whole workout. Like, I just, there's so many songs that have got me through my life, man. And saying 5 people would just like minimize the shit out of everybody else. I mean, I'll do it because you're my guy.
Okay, so let me narrow it down a little bit. The top 5 artists that impacted you or influenced you, or when you were growing up, when you were when you were 16 to 21, who hit you the, you know what I mean? Like,
all right. Again, this is it's so many more than top 5, but I'm going to give you 5.
All right, boom.
But put it this way: my 5 is an arena of 105, and okay. I'm just going to pull out. I'm just going to pull out. Okay. So, I pulled them out. Let's see what we got here. We got Mr. Scarface.
Okay, all right, that's my man. Brad.
And
retiring, by the way. Or on
NWA.
A farewell tour, whatever that means. He's done that before.
NWA. I know. Everybody has. NWA.
The whole team. Even MC Ren. Got it.
Got to be the whole crew.
We on Twitter giving MC Ren flowers right now. So that's what's up.
But MC Ren is that nigga. People don't realize MC Ren wrote all the rhymes for Dre, and once Cube left, like those are all Ren's rhymes. Fact. Anyways, KRS One.
There you go. That's my man.
Can I add a DJ in? Because I think it's not fair that it just has to be like.
That's a different list, though.
All right, Run DMC.
All right.
And I got one more.
Yeah.
I got one more. And I'm going to have to say Tupac. But remember, those are 5 that I just pulled out.
5 arbitrary, just.
Yeah.
You're not going to say Kane or G-Rap or.
Say, of course I would. They're in there.
I know. You can't, you just, they could be in, if you pull another.
I could go on and on and on. That's why top 5 in hip hop is bullshit. Everybody that does.
Don't say that.
It is. Well, Chuck, especially you. You can't say top 5.
I know.
Top 500. Like, come on. As many artists you came across, as many songs you done listen to. Like, even Lauryn Hill. Like, I can keep going on and on. Super Rhymes, Spoonie G, Count Cool. Grandmaster Flash, Sequence, Funky 4+1, Crash Crew. I hear. Biggie, happy birthday to the great Biggie.
Shout out to MC Shy Rock, man.
Shy Rock is dope as fuck, bro.
Copla Rock, you know what I mean? All right.
Go on and on and on.
I got it. Grandmaster Cass, salute. I get it. I got you.
Treacherous 3. Fearless
Absolutely. All right. Come on, man. We can do this all day. Know what I mean? Shout out to Busy B. Everybody. Shout out to
man.
All right, man.
KK Rockwell.
Shout out to King Son. We could do this all day.
King Son. Let
me stop playing, man.
Brand Nubian.
Absolutely. Before we lost Grand Poobah, you know what I mean?
Man.
I got you.
It's just top 5 really just does not give us justice, bro. It just don't, man. Like hip hop, that's what I'm saying. Hip hop was given to us by God, man, and it was something that really saved our lives when crack and guns was just ravishing our communities. Where would we be without hip hop? Where would Black people in America be without hip hop? So
let me flip that on you. Right now. Here we are right now, 2022, and we've seen Thug go down, Casanova, I mean, you know, countless other young men and women are going to jail.
Are dead.
dead. Drugs. I mean, it's a lot of stuff in hip hop now that wasn't present then. You know, for the artists that you just mentioned, Run DMC included, a lot of them brand new, you know, a lot of them had, I mean, they knew what to put out there. You know
You mean the energy? You mean the energy, the type of energy?
Energy and lyrics. Energy and
okay.
lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And so now it's almost like it's now weaponized. It's a weapon. I mean, now correct me if I'm wrong. Now it could be the same. It could be the same, just more people are doing rap. But
Chuck, our communities are so in desperate dire need right now, man. Systematic racism is, I mean, listen, bro, like these are generations of fatherless children, one parent household, an educational system that's a joke. I mean, look at like we're going backwards just as a culture in every facet and form, and hip hop is a part of that. And you know, we haven't cleaned up the gang situations as far as killing each other. We haven't stopped that at all.
It's spreading.
It's worse because, you know, again, these kids are coming up from third generations of being a part of gangs.
Right.
So yeah, you know, it's unfortunate. And it's getting to the point of like, maybe we don't see it, but it's almost getting to an emergency type of point. Like it really is getting bad. You know, I think our leadership, you know, we used to have you know, conferences and sit downs, man. We need to get back to that.
Yeah. Because,
you know, there's no leadership in our communities. You know, nobody there's no direction or organization being displayed for somebody to follow to try to get out of this chaos. And the internet is just making it way worse. So yeah, but I mean, honestly, I don't have the answers in this short period of time, but if we don't start at least putting it out there and discussing it more, I can't even imagine what worse is going to be.
This
pretty bad
real,
now.
Yeah, this is real. I don't either, actually.
Yeah.
I don't either.
Yeah.
What do you feel about the state of hip hop? The state of the rap? No, you know what? Not the rap game. Don't rap. Don't. I don't want to.
It's chaotic.
Hip hop's a whole other conversation. The state of rap.
It's chaotic. You know, you just got a lot of young people who just don't have any direction, and you know, it's dope that our young people are getting money. I love it, but you got to have some type of direction and some type of positive influence to make sure that you're going in the right direction. You know.
Yeah.
I think that it's taken a wrong turn, and if we don't get it back, you know, at least to a less chaotic type of situation, I believe it's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
You know, you people using the internet as a tool just for attention, and they don't care how they get it, even if they risk their life or their freedom. And yeah, we're getting to the point now where the most important thing is to go viral.
Yeah.
And by any means, and you know, morals, integrity, you know, loyalty. I mean, everything is just taking a back seat to money and attention, and that's dangerous. We're living in a dangerous society right now, very dangerous. And like I said, if we don't get some type of dialogue, some type of universal dialogue that all the different demographics, meaning, you know, the Gen Zers all the way to my generation, everybody in between, if we don't get some type of dialogue, it's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
You know, we got to try to find some type of common ground to try to find solutions to a lot of these problems, especially the killings.
Yeah. The
killings and the mass incarcerations, you know. We got to find some type of solutions to this, because this is just getting out of control at this point.
Yeah, it's a fact. This is a little bit off the topic, but I wanted to ask you, what's it like when 50 Cent mentions you on his social? So when he puts you on his social platform, well, what is that like? And I got to ask you this because One time we were on there in a bad way. It wasn't a favorable way, and I couldn't deal with it. It was too much. You know what I'm saying?
But you gotta take yourself, you gotta disconnect yourself out of social media to know that it doesn't exist. To whoever them people are stressing you out, they don't exist. They're not in front of your face. That's number one. But number two is, he has a big platform, but people know for him to do, goofy internet shit. Like almost like he's a internet comedian. And I think he's taken that role, You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he likes the role of trying to make people laugh and try to clown people, make other people clown other people. I think he's taken that on. I mean, at a certain point, you would think maturity kicks in, because you wouldn't think that a guy with his stature, his money, and everything would be that type of guy, that just wants to clown people and joke all day and put dumb shit up on his. I don't know that mentality, because I'm not like that.
Yeah,
I can't see myself.
He's because entertainment, the way the algorithm works, you get more engagement by entertaining people or being, provocative. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, if that's what floats his boat is the algorithms and the provocative and everything, then that's cool. If I go viral, it's not because I'm trying. Shit just happens.
Yeah.
So if I'm on, I don't even have Instagram at this time. They didn't clip my shit so many times, but my shit, is on different websites. They have 25 million and they would have 25 million. So my shit gets, I'm saying, like, when you look at like when I go on certain things, I get 5 million views, and I mean, the millions and millions and millions, me and Flip scripted a skit. We got like 8 million, 9 million views on the skit.
Yeah.
And he might average 1 million or 2. So, I mean, people fuck with Zeno for whatever reason. And if that's what they want, then that's fine. But I'm not out here trying every day to do that. And I think that's the difference with him. I think he needs to, at some point, this is what a live nigga do. This is what a nigga from Baisley do. This is, what I'm saying? He gotta look at himself and be like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to embarrass somebody, trying to make someone look bad. This is what you want to do for the rest of your life. And then if it does, is you have to really look into what's the matter with him? Why is he like that?
Right.
Why do you like, what I mean? Is there an insecurity issue with you? You know what I'm saying? That you just like to pick on people and, through the internet, like, what I'm saying? Again, I don't know what that is, because I'm not built like that. So
yeah. So I guess there's no shot for you to get your show through the green light gang, nothing like that. Unless business is business, though, right? Am I wrong?
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. Once he put Coi up there and then Coi responded, then that was disappointing.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you see, I come from my father was with that life.
Yeah.
And I was taught loyalty, and I was taught no matter what. But these days, the internet and fame and that shit trumps everything. And that shows where we are as a society. And it's disappointing, because I wouldn't think that my own blood would be like, if he would even be capable of that.
Right.
I wouldn't even think because of how solid I am, and my father, my grandfather, you know what I'm saying? But here we are in 2022 and anything's possible.
By the way, your show, what is there a period of time that this show is going to try to capture? Is it like your teenage years?
It's gonna be everything. It's gonna be everything. It's gonna capture from Boston, just to show the racism in Boston. I want to show that in the 70s was like the 50s and 40s up there. People need to know that. Mm-hmm. And that there is a hood in Boston of Black people in the struggle and projects. And we had a real gang issue, and the police, and my situation with the police up there, then my father with the mob, and all that shit of me growing up, even fucking with Young Boys Incorporated, fucking with the Shower Posse, like, I mean, I was in the streets of Boston, and then from there, the whole Source years, those 18 amazing years. The Eminem situation, my indictments, all the, I'm saying, everything happened in the Source. And after the Source was my TV years.
Yeah, right.
And then after that, the Coi Leray years. So, like my life has been, a lot of it's been out there, but there's a lot of stories that nobody knows nothing about that, So it's gonna be a lot. I can tell you that every single major hip hop movie you've seen, the Source magazine was in it. So you can imagine how my shit's gonna be.
Yeah, facts.
It's gonna be crazy.
Quick question. Did you ever come back on a horse? In the
Yeah,
for
a
people
couple of them. Yeah,
that
I
don't
swear to
know,
God.
yeah,
Swear to fucking God. I said I was coming, but I'm glad you mentioned that. Yeah, I did.
yeah,
Not physically, of course, but I mean, again, you think about it. I was in the, I supposedly been in a coffin with nails around it. And
yeah,
since then, I've been big as hell. Like, the VH1 that year I was on, Love and Hip Hop is still the biggest season of all cities and all seasons. And the reunion show was the biggest show of VH1 history of any show on VH1.
right,
So that the magazine game, the TV game, I came right back. And like I said, I'm more mob now. Like I go out now and I'm mobbed, like, and it's crazy.
yeah,
So, that was me coming back on a horse. You know what I'm saying? Like me saying, like, you ain't seen the last of me.
yeah.
And yeah, what I mean? I'm proud of that, man. Shit, you know what I'm saying? The bounce back is real. If you believe in yourself and you're confident, then you know what I'm saying, don't never let anybody think that they could cancel you, or
Right.
if your heart is pure and ain't no gray area with me. It's right or wrong,
Yeah.
black and white. So yeah, I
So,
came back on my horse.
so yeah. For the audience that don't know, AllHipHop did an interview with you in 2006, and it's the same.
Y'all gonna be in my story like a motherfucker, boy.
Okay. Yo,
right when we lost the Source magazine, I remember.
Yeah, and then then it went viral. That went viral then. You know what I'm saying? This is
and people laughed. And people laughed. And,
yeah.
and people laughed. And then next thing you know, their girl is loving me on TV. Like, damn, that's Benzino. They mad as a motherfucker.
Right.
Mad as a motherfucker. Damn.
Facts.
When they moms and they girl and they sister got their popcorn, like, look at Sleaze and Zeno. I love them. They don't understand this.
Yo, man, I need more drama, man. It seems profitable. Wow, man. Yo, so let me get you this from you, and then we'll continue on. Your legacy. Let's talk about. It seems like we just kind of went through the whole legacy, almost at least. But what do you? Not really. Okay. Well, what do you want?
There's a lot.
Yeah. Yo, what do you want your legacy to be? Your legacy, it's still forming.
Good question. It's a good question, bro. That I really made a mark in hip hop, in this culture called hip hop. I really made a mark. I really didn't bend over. A lot of people do a lot of crazy things in this industry just to be in the industry, and I want to be known as somebody who just kept it always 100. You know what I'm saying, and contributed to hip hop, but never ever bent over for money or bent over for any type of situation. That means a lot to me. And also a person that have helped and gave opportunity to a lot of people.
Yeah.
That was always there for somebody, whether it been money in a real 6-figure salary situation, or even just for a conversation to give them some advice and help them. Just a word or two, and everything in between. So
yeah, that's fair enough. Any final words for people?
I mean, listen, man. I've grown, and I'd be lying if I didn't say that the internet or the bad comments and the good comments didn't affect me, but it all was shaped who I am or helped me, because it has. I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot. I've finally kind of let go of that anger of what people don't like me, and I have to prove myself and defend myself. I've kind of let that go. So, I'm to the point now where, like as I'm older, what I'm saying, peace of mind is priceless.
Yeah.
I still plan on doing TV things. I love doing reality TV. I do it well. I still plan on being a father. My 6-year-old Zeno's growing up, and my girl Ashley has a son, Samaj, and we get married. We're gonna be one big happy family. And my other kids are doing so well. Chavo, look him up, CHAVO. He's rocking with Pierre Bourne, doing his thing. Of course, Coi Leray is an international star. Her brother, a lot of people don't know he raps now, but also is a model, Taj. And man, I'm proud of my kids, man. They're all doing it for themselves. And that's like, what bigger reward for a father than that is for his child to take care of himself. None of my kids got felonies, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, so I'm doing things off my bucket list. The D'Angelo video, I'm gonna do a boxing match with some belts. I actually got to commentate boxing ring. I've always wanted to do that. So I'm doing a lot of things. I plan on traveling more and doing more outdoors things. I'm opening my restaurant. I love to cook.
Yeah.
I want to get heavy in the cannabis industry with my own strands and gummies and CBD oils. So
yeah,
man, you know, I turned 57 and I think my best is ahead of me. So
that's what's up. See, for the person that had that question, why? Now we know why. It's all here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like how I closed that loop right there.
That was dope, Chuck. That was dope. But you're dope though, man. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. Well, all right, bro. Like we gonna keep going, man. You know what I'm saying?
Let's keep going, man. Chuck, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
When y'all do y'all's anniversary, please include me on whatever it is.
Okay, yeah.
When y'all get y'all's 25th, because that's gonna be major for real.
Yes, sir. We are working right now on sponsorship and working on getting the right people involved from all the generations up to now.
Yes.
And between me and you, documentary is forthcoming. So
anything I can do to, you know what I'm saying, help out, man, be a part of, man. Listen, man, I'm picking up quick. You know what I'm saying?
Bet. No,
all right.
Yes, sir. All right,
appreciate
man.
You, Chuck, man.
Salute, bro. Yeah, man. Brother. Hold your head, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Always.
I know you solid, but
always,
you know, yeah. But you know, we also wear down too. You know what I'm saying? So
you know, there've been times, but you know, those times I keep to myself. And then, but then, but the sun's always going to shine. So you got to get ready for the next day. Whatever you're going to go through, try to go through it at night. Because when that sun come up, it's time to, it's back to business. Back to business.
I like how you said that.
All right.
Talk to
you.
you.
All right, brother.